In the 1890s, Charles Booth's maps of the rich and poor areas of Victorian London showed the glaring inequalities of the age. But more than a century later, at a round table in Downing Street, Britain's Prime Minister admits that inequality remains endemic. Nationally, employment rates are higher for white people than ethnic minorities, but the gap between the two in the north at 13.6% is significantly wider than that in the south at 9%. Black Caribbean children are excluded from school at least 3 times at the rate of white pupils. But Chinese pupils excel at primary school, with 71% reaching the expected standard for reading, writing and maths, although just 13% of white, Roma and traveller children achieve the required grade. The newly collated statistics confirm that in almost every aspect of society, a person's racial and economic background profoundly affects the opportunities and treatment they receive.
It's not overt racism in that people are saying, I don't want a black person working for me, but it's more the subtle things around, okay, will this person have the right communication skills?
Theresa May's Racial Disparities Audit had been due to report its conclusions in July, but then in June came a tragedy which turned widespread concern about equality into national outrage. The Grenfell Tower fire. Almost 80 people were killed, and in the midst of recriminations about cost-cutting and social housing, a shocking reality emerged, that in one of the UK's richest boroughs, the numerous safety concerns raised by some of its poorest residents had apparently been ignored or dismissed by authorities.
Theresa May doesn't need to do an audit on race. Look at yourselves and how you treat us and try and work out why you do that, rather than constantly coming in and doing audits of what our lives are like. Because our lives will only change, if you treat us differently.
Britain's Prime Minister has echoed that call and demanded that if disparities cannot be explained, they must be changed. Better data should mean accountability and reform. But Charles Booth probably also thought that a century ago. Paul Brennan, Al Jazeera, London.